領域展開
What's up, YouTube, man? It's your one and only King Tay Games back with another video, and today we are starting our scripting tutorial. So if y'all don't know, I am a game developer. I am working on a whole bunch of games and shit, but been getting this a lot in my Discord and on TikTok talking about teach me how to script, teach me how to develop. So I'm gonna make a playlist. We'll be going over everything, the basics, going all the way up to kind of like that Roblox Dev King does. I'm just starting my own series now. We'll say I've only 9 months in the scripting. I don't know everything. There's some stuff that I'm still learning, but I can still give you the basics and the rundowns, like how you at least had the opportunity to like make a game type shit. So this script tutorial one, and if you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button. But we're gonna get right into it. Now first, bro, this is just basic knowledge. Y'all know how to open up a base plate. You literally, when the first thing you load in, it says base plate. So before we get into all them cool ass text and all that shit, we gotta tell y'all about fucking script and how to navigate. So we're gonna close all this. So you see this camera, right? So how to move around, use WSD. You can't use the arrows, but how you want to look around, you want to use that right click, and that's how you really look around the map. So we're gonna get you familiar with all the stuff. So everything up here is all the important stuff here. We'll be using like file, save. You can put it like on the auto save feature. So right up there, you can save it. We got the home. So the home was basically you could create parts, and most of the time people script parts. So like you'll create an instance to do that, but that's later. So first, starting off, we're just gonna explore all the tools. So select, we can select anything that's on the map, and say we press F while we press select. So say we press select, and then on something, then we press F. It'll automatically take us basically to that object. So say we put, let's just spawn a brick in. We put that brick all the way over there. We like, damn, where did we put that brick? Oh, I need to move that brick all the way over here. Instead of pressing move and going all the way to it, you can just press F and it'll take you right to it. Or you can use the move feature and do like that, but that'll take all day. So instead you just press F and go right to it. The next one is scale. So it kind of like brings, like say you want to make it bigger or smaller. This is how you like scale parts. This also works with all different type of parts. So that's what the scale feature does. And then you should know a rotate, basically rotate, because like this, you can rotate the part, which is pretty cool. Also, if I added this part right next, we have okay, we'll go over terrain too. So terrain is kind of, so say we press generate, right? We can select the area. We can say if we want like water, boom, boom, boom. Go to edit and we'll basically make a little area real quick. So select and we'll make an area, kind of transform it a little. And then you put what you want in there. So say I want to fill this up with material, water, and I'll press apply, and it's filled with realistic water. You can actually swim in it, and it applies like Roblox physics. So, but terrain is more like map building and shit like that. So that's what we want to get. That's something way later. But moving on to our next, we have UI. So I'll have to show you all the features in the Explorer tab, but before we move into that, I'm gonna show you what you can do property-wise. So most people, y'all can skip the tutorial if you know the basic Roblox. So next, oh yeah, I gotta show you everything. So we're gonna change the color of this part and everything. So say we want to just do like color, just click on select, and you click the color, and it becomes that color. Now this is just the simple way of doing it. You can also change the material. So you want cobblestone, boom, it turns to cobblestone. And it turns the material. That's not how I do it, but that's like the normal way. Next we have union. Say you want to like join parts together, and then we have, that's pretty much it. Now we're gonna get into avatar. I have some plugins. So like this is how I import some of my rigs. So you can, hold on, you can also make accessories here, and you could edit your move. So say I want the move to always move like 100 studs, and say I do move now, it's gonna move 100 fucking studs like that, which is pretty cool. I like to keep mine at 0.1 though, because I do like precise work. Testing features is how you test. So you can do local server, you could put how many players you want to test, and that's how you like test your game and shit. Device is how you like see it, what your game looks like. If you're on the mobile, you can play it like that. But moving on from, let me get this off my screen. It should be. Alright, that's this. Woo, this is a lot, bro. Alright. But next, we want to get on to our next thing. Let me just scroll up. So, next we have our view. So this is where you'll see everything in your workspace. You press this like Explorer tab right here. Oh shit, y'all can't even see that Explorer tab. My bad, that's my fault. It should be actually sharing it, but I don't think it's sharing my Explorer tab. No, it's not. No, it is. Let me just go back to it. So y'all see I press Explorer. Alright, it's not pop and go for some reason. I had to fix that later, but yeah, I have to like a full display capture because that's actually tweaking. Actually, let me see if I do. Yeah, it's actually tweaking. We'll fix that later, but you go into Explorer, right? And right next to Explorer, so you go to View, Explorer is literally right on the left. But you can view everything in your workspace. So your workspace is where every single part in your game is going to be. So the base play, that's why we got the part right here. Say we just say fuck it, we want another part real quick. Boom, it'll pop up right here. And this is also where you rename properties. So say I want to rename this like purple brick. Now it has the name purple brick. So say you look for a part, type in purple brick, you get it right there. But now moving on to kind of like how you change shit. So let me go over the rest of the features in the Explorer tab. So players, the players that join the game. Lighting, you could make your lighting fucking pretty and shit. So say we just go on the toolbox, you go to View, Toolbox, and let's just search what, night sky, some shit like that. We'll pop that up, we'll press insert, and they'll give us a night sky, and they put it in our put it in our lighting, because that's where the lighting is. There's a lot of stuff you can fuck around with. Next is our material service. I don't even use this bitch, to be honest. Replicated first, it replicates things first before the replicated storage. So you would probably put like your animations in there, let them load first. And replicated storage, like say you need something, right? This is how most games like assets and stuff is in a replicated storage. So say you don't want this brick to just be in the in your workspace. Say you want to like spawn it in front of you like a skill to kind of. So what you'll do is you'll cut. And you'll put this in your, some people call this RP or RS. I call it RP because I'm slow. But you could just go in your replicated storage and you can call that whatever you need to call it, it's there. So it's technically still in your game, but it's like invisible kind of. Your server script storage, where all your server scripts are going to be located. And your server storage is where you can store those scripts too as well. Our starter GUI is where our GUIs are. So say you want to put like some menu shit. So say we put a starter GUI up here. We're gonna put a frame, and when you put a frame, you can kind of like make your own GUI type shit, put images, all that. But that's getting into GUI stuff. We're not getting into that. Your starter pack is where most of your shit's gonna go. Like, say, okay, starter pack wise, let's see. Oh, I got some. We gotta think how I'm gonna explain this. Starter pack wise. It's like basically, I will say like your backpack, but you start off with it kind of. So like, say I put a tool in here and we press play, right? We're automatically gonna have that tool like in our inventory kind of. So that's kind of that's the best way I can explain starter packs. Some people can explain it better, but yeah, you basically get automatic access to it. Starter player is like, things like all the way in your play, like keybind, shit like that. And like say we go, like, cause there's already things that load in your starter player, like starter player scripts, your loader, the player module, like your shift button, your camera, that's already loaded in there. So those are the type of things you could think. Now we're gonna end this. Not end this, I'm ending this. So you press the red button in your play thing whenever you're playing. But the next is text service, you know, that's just texting and stuff, sound service. You don't really need all that shit. But we're gonna get into our first, properties. I almost forgot about properties. So say we want to do this, we want to get a brick, right? Say we want to change the color. Now this is where you go. You click properties, which is on the right side of the Explorer. You can go here, you can change around the colors. This is where most people put it. Just go to the properties. You can say we want a pink rock, right? But we can take off the shadow that it casts. We're just going over. Y'all can play around with all these. Leafy grass, change the type of it, you know, type like shit. You'll be doing this like This is how some people like do their parts too. You can put materials on it. If you have any Tetris ID. So transparency is how you make a part go invisible to non-visible. That's how most people like kind of make skills. They kind of tween it and make it go invisible and non-visible. But we'll talk about that later. But that's how you can basically make a part like visible, non-visible. Then you can also, the next, let's see, important properties, parent. Oh yeah, I gotta talk about the parent. So everything in the workspace, these are your major properties, workspace, lighting, etc. But everything in the workspace is basically a child of it. So the workspace is the parent. So imagine you got two kids, bro. So imagine we'll put these two parts as kid 1. So we got kid 1 and kid 2. So imagine you got two kids, right? Kid 1, both of their parents, you want to know, since they're under this fat arrow, that means their parent is the workspace. So they're basically children of the workspace. So that's just an important thing to know when you start like actually scripting. So say I put kid 2 and I put him in an RP. What is he now? He's a children of the replicated storage. He's a children of it. Like, this is his kid, if y'all get what I mean. But say I put a folder here, right? And I want to organize it. Because you don't just want to have a whole bunch of shit in your RP. Now it's a descendant. So it's not a children no more. The folder is now the children. But kid 2 is now the descendant. And the kid's 2 new parent is now the folder. That complicates you, just think about it. Like, whatever this is above, that means it's the parent. And folder's parent is now the replicated storage. Whew. Yep, but nah, this is just how you would like call stuff. So we'll go back to kid 1 real quick. So I'll press F. And now you can do, there's a lot of stuff. You can change the size manually from here. So you can do like 1010, 1010. You can change the position from here. And then we'll show you how to do it script wise too in the next video. But this video is just basically getting familiarized with all the properties for the people, like, because I'm doing this from the beginning. Now you can do can collide. So I'll show y'all what cannot collide does. So basically, if we put can collide, we can touch it physically. So actually, I should have put the part way closer to me. God dang! I don't got no super speed button either. But I know people are visual learners too. But let me just show y'all. So can collide is a feature that basically, see, I can collide with the rock. That's pretty much common sense. So that's over here. If we put the part over here, we go all the way over here real quick. And then basically, if we put can't collide off, we basically can run into the part. Now, can't carry, I low-key forgot what the fuck that was. I think it can be toggle. I forgot about that, but no, that is so bad. My bad. I got y'all. And lucky I still got my notes. It's just that I haven't done like the basics in so long. Where I have a whole book when I was doing my basics. But can't touch means if you can be touched by it. So this is good for like say you're using like raycast, just anything, just to figure out what hit detection is. Like can't touch. Most of the time you always want to leave that on. Collision groups, that's a whole different type of thing we'll get into. Anchor basically keeps it from like not falling. So say we did this, because everything has mass, even in the game. It has automatic mass, like I think 9.71 Earth's mass. But say we put the mass right here, right? If we didn't make this anchored, the block would just fall. But making it anchored makes it stay in the sky, so that's pretty cool. Then you have massless. You can also make it massless. You can change the shape of it here. And that's pretty much it for this. Wait. Make sure I got everything. Oh yeah, and I have to explain scripts real quick. Then we can get right into our second video, which is actually explaining what the fuck we're doing. So most of our scripts, we're gonna put in the starter character scripts, but so your difference between, so let me just put all the scripts in here. We have a normal script. So these type of scripts, you can't really like call the character like that. I don't even think you can use, there's certain features that you can't use in scripts, but scripts, you're never gonna really see them in starter character scripts. What you're really gonna see them in, you're gonna see them in the server scripts service or server storage, because that's what scripts are used by, basically by the server, normal scripts. Or if it's like a super simple script, but say local scripts, not local scripts, you know, that's what you're really gonna be fucking playing with. Let me try to simplify this. Local scripts, bro, you're gonna basically local scripts, you're gonna have all your shit on it. Like you can use local scripts to interact with the client and the server and more. You can basically call a lot of properties basically into it. So say I do like I don't want to start scripting yet. That's the next tutorial. We'll get more into what a local script and a server script is in the next tutorial, but just know that you can put those and you can pretty much put those. And then with our last one is there's 3 different type of scripts. There's local script, and then there's module scripts. So module scripts, you can kind of like call stuff into it. So say I put like, that's why local scripts are good too. Like local scripts, you can run run service. It's another it's a type of service, I believe. Yeah. Basically, you kind of get things in like going like in seconds. So say I don't think it's seconds. I think it's actually I think it is a second. But say I'm doing this right, you can get like every time it's doing that. But you can't. I don't think you can run service in scripts. There's certain things you can do in scripts, but there's certain things you can do in local scripts. Module scripts can be called by both. You could call a module. So basically, module scripts is kind of like where I would store something. So say I was making an inventory system, right? And I didn't want to put all the fucking things I have for the inventory system on like one script and have it combobulated and dysfunctional, like basically make that shit look sloppy. So I would put in a module script, and what I would do, so whenever you want to like call a module script, you would just, that's more scripting wise, we'll get that later, but you can require that, and then you can get things out of your module script without having to create a new script or put that in there, if that makes sense. But that is the end of the first video. Hope y'all like and subscribe. Check out, you ready for part 2 where we actually get into scripting and doing the other shit, but we will be, hopefully we get into that, man. But yeah, we're talking about animations too and all type of stuff, VFX. We're gonna get all into there. Hopefully your series does good, and I will be making free models for y'all to use too, just some cool stuff. So yeah, hopefully the series does well, and that's the end of the video. Holy shit, that went on that long.